Twitch.tv/zysa.
Right.
Are you sick?
No.
You just said that man said you lost.
Yeah. So there's the first question. 10 minutes in, Aguero misses a penalty. Why?
Pressure.
He
wasn't focused.
He's not. He wasn't in the mindset. He wasn't in the state of mind.
He wasn't.
He doesn't have the.
Hence why we're here. Because it's a huge part of the game. And not all of you are going to take it on. Some of you will, some of you won't, just like everything else that goes on in life. Well, he didn't miss it because he's technically not good enough. Alright? He didn't miss it because he's physically not prepared. And he didn't miss it because it was anything to do with tactics. Alright? But it was to do with the mental side of the game. Maybe it was to do with the length of time it took the VAR to come up with a decision. I don't know if anybody saw it, but it took quite a few minutes for him to make the decision. So he was stood around, had time to think about it, had time to think, was he going to take it, was he not going to take it? And all that is playing on his mind. Alright? So even the best players in the world, if they're not mentally prepared, can miss things and do things wrong. So it's a huge part of the game. Alright? We're talking about building pre-game confidence. Didn't know it was going to be this busy outside, but I'm doing it tonight, and I left it before spring break so that it's fresh in your mind for one, and anybody who wants to use it, guess what? You've got a game tomorrow. You've got a game tomorrow, so you can start putting it into practice. Now, just like practicing to pass the ball, head the ball, shoot, cross, control it, it isn't easy. It isn't easy to be able to do this, as you can see from the Aguero situation. So it will take practice. It will take time. There are different ways to do it. You have to find what suits you. All right? Just a message that we keep reminding you about. Confidence comes not from always being right, but from not fearing to be wrong. Don't worry about making mistakes. All right? So, quick 30 seconds. Probably won't even be 30 seconds. Talk to the person next to you. What is pre-game confidence and why is it important to build it? Off you go. 15 seconds. Go.
Why is it important?
Time. Somebody give me an answer. What is pre-game confidence? Anyone? Logan. What is pre-game confidence?
It's when you're confident before your game.
It's not rocket science. It's just what it says it is. It's being confident before the game starts. All right? Why is it important to build it before the game starts?
Because if you do it during the game, you're going to start out shaky. If you do it before, you're going to start out low.
So you are ready to start the game. Who here is nervous before the game starts? Before games start?
What kind of?
Any game.
Depends on who you play.
I'm usually not nervous right until I'm on the field right before it starts.
All right?
Yeah, to me it all depends on who we play.
All right?
It's all about the game situation.
All answers I expect. You should be nervous before every game. You should be nervous before every single game you play. Every soccer player in the world should be nervous before they play a game. All right? Feeling confident and in an optimal performance state is the ideal state an athlete should strive to attain. Now, we don't want you to be overconfident and thinking you know it all and you're the best person in the world. We don't want you to be underconfident where you're worried about going out. But you need a level of nervousness because what do you think? It gives you an edge. It gives you an edge. So before that ball's kicked, there's a little bit of nervousness inside you. Yes?
Gets your heart beating faster.
Gets your heart beating faster.
You're focused.
You're focused. You're concentrated. You're ready to go. Now, as soon as the whistle blows, what should happen? That nervousness should go. Now you're ready and you're into your game. All right? Don't worry about feeling nervous before a game. It's how nervous you feel is the worrying thing. If you're not nervous at all, that's a worry. If you're too nervous, that's a worry. If you're just nervous enough, that's what you're aiming for. Do you remember last week, or the session we did about personalities?
No.
A-type personality. What did we say an A-type personality was? Anyone remember?
Oh, extrovert.
Extrovert, overconfident, liable to blow up at any stage. So we don't want to be like that. What did we say a B person was?
Shy.
Shy, underconfident, not bothered about playing. We don't want you to be like that. It's that in-between bit that we need you to be. Sam. Alright? How do you, and this might be, and Logan's already told me, and he may have said it unknowingly, and this could be nothing at all to you spend days doing it. So don't worry about what your answer is. Don't tell me what you expect me to hear. Alright? How do you at the moment, and you're going to speak to your partner in 15 seconds and tell them what you do to build your pre-game confidence. 15 seconds, go. London.
My favorite is when we did plates before the game. That really just it made my
You can come in. All right. Somebody give me what they've said.
I don't have to think about it.
All right. Anybody else?
Listen to music,
What do you do when you listen to music?
get in the zone.
How?
That's kind of like turn everything else out and just think about playing good.
I like it. So what I'm just hearing from that is that nobody else really consciously does anything about pre-game confidence, which is perfectly fine. That's why we're here today. All right? How to build your own pre-game confidence. So these are the things now you have to start. We're talking about pre-game confidence. How to build it, what it is. All right? These are the types of things you can do to help build and work towards your pre-game confidence. Knowing or believing you have the skill and technique to succeed. You all have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in what you can do. Because if you don't, guess what?
Your feet will.
Nobody else will. All right? You have to believe in what you can do. Knowing the game plan and your role in it. I actually heard this at the weekend when one of the Premier League games was being played. The commentator mentioned it. I can't remember what game it was. But he actually said, knowing your game plan, the team knows what the game plan is, and the player's role in that team makes them more confident. You need to know the game plan of the team and what your role is in it. That will make you feel more confident. Rather than going to the game thinking, I'm not quite sure whether we're going to just keep smacking it long today, or we're going to try and play out from the back, or we're going to try and I don't know what my role is in the team. That's going to make you feel unconfident. So guess what you can do if you don't know what your role in the team is? Ask. Because knowing it will make you feel more confident about it. All right? Able to practice enough in game situations. Well, now we're outside 3 nights a week. You're here, you're practicing. That will give you a little bit more confidence. Agreed? Players need to buy into the coach game plan. So you need to believe in what you're doing. All right? You need to believe in what you're doing. And hopefully coach reinforces the quality of you all before the game starts. Now then, that might not be true. That might be true, might not be true. You might not know the game plan. You might not know your role in the team. All right? You might not be buying into what's going on. But these things we need to start clearing up. Because I said to the group I had before spring break, I don't know who was here and who wasn't here, it might be the same group. But up until your last tournament, which was the Kick Off the Rust tournament, was it Kick Off the Rust or was it?
Yeah.
No, it was the Grand Park.
Yeah,
that was Kick Off the Rust.
Yeah, that wasn't.
It was the one after that, and I can't remember what it was.
Turf Classic.
Turf Classic. All right. So after that, before that, you'd played 7 games. How many did we say you'd won?
4. 5.
5. Won 5. How many did you tied?
1.
How many did you lost?
1.
So that's the qualities of a good team. We lost focus a little bit, I think, and it's hit us from that last tournament. Now there were a multitude of things going on around that tournament, so we're going to wipe that out of memory, and we're going to focus from when we were 5, 1 and 1. All right, 5, 1 and 1. How can I build my own pre-game confidence? These are the things you have to start looking at. All right? Regularly building confidence in yourself and making a conscious effort is the biggest thing here. Said to you as before we started, some of you won't do this at all, and that is absolutely fine. We're just giving you the tools to make you a better player. Those who want to use it will, those who don't, and that's fine. It's not an issue. Build confidence around regular small process wins that are not directly associated with results. What could that be? So I start the game tomorrow night, setting myself a little process goal. I'm going to make 5 great passes or good passes in the first half. You set yourself a goal. Can you measure that?
Yes.
Yeah? I'm going to make 5 winning headers in the first half. Can you measure that to yourself? Yeah? I'm going to make 10 positive shouts to the team during the first half. How many shouts is that in the first half?
10.
How many players in a team?
11.
14.
Let's say you got 14 with the subs. 140 positive shouts for the team if everyone buys into it. Is that going to make you feel a little bit better?
It will.
All right? These are all things that you can do. Now, at this moment, over the last few weeks, we got voted 3 captains. When are they a captain, as far as I'm concerned?
When we, like at the beginning of the game, when you go up to call...
When they go and call out with the referee. Because who else are the captains during the game? Every one of you is a captain. Every one of you is a captain on the field. You all have responsibility. Some of you will step up and take that responsibility, some of you won't. And again, that's perfectly fine because that's in every team in the world. Some players will step forward and take that role on, some people won't. Doesn't make them a better player or a worse player. It's just fact. All right? But every one of you has the opportunity to be the captain on the field during the game. All right? Discuss 15 seconds, and you can just give one of each. From now until the game finishes tomorrow night, what things are in your control and what things are not in your control. Go. 15 seconds.
The field conditions.
My control.
What did the talk about?
What I do before. After what I do. How fix things.
Time. Let's start with the not in control of. Yes. The weather. What next?
The field.
Reps.
The referees. The field.
The other team.
The other team. Anything else you are not in control of? Your teammates. You're not in control of your teammates.
Parents.
Parents.
That's a good one, cool.
Thank you.
The coach. What are you in? So, this is the exercise you should do. And again, some of you will, some of you won't. Tomorrow, when you get home from school, get a piece of paper out, write down all the things that you can think of that you are not in control of. And then guess what you do with that piece of paper?
Throw it away.
Throw it away.
Memorize it.
Because you can't worry about it. It doesn't matter. You have no control over those things. So don't spend and waste time thinking about them. What things can you control?
Your feet.
How hard you work.
How hard you work.
What you eat before the game.
What you eat before the game.
Drinking water before the game.
What you drink before the game.
Never mind.
What about tonight?
So a competition, like how
Your effort.
your effort.
Yeah?
Somebody already said that.
How we practice tonight.
How you practice tonight. What time you go to bed tonight. What can you practice? What can you do during the day tomorrow? Cam's already said he did this at the beginning of the session.
Eat a good breakfast.
Yeah, we eat well during the day and from tonight.
Drink water.
Drink. So from the moment you get up tomorrow morning,
Oh. Think about the things you do that during the week.
from the moment you get up tomorrow morning, I know you're at school, so when you get a little bit of a downtime in school, you're thinking positive thoughts about the game, about your performance, about things I've done well in the past. Picture yourself having a shot at goal, making a great pass, making a header, making a tackle. Picture yourself a time when you've done all that. You start preparing your mind ready for the game. All right? You don't say things, or tomorrow you're not going to say things to yourself like, I was bad at that last time, so I'm going to try and do better this time. Because what's the issue with that?
You're thinking about that.
You're thinking about bad things. That's gone now, it's out of your control. We're thinking positive. Everything's positive. Now then, tomorrow after the game on your way home, now you're thinking, yeah, could have done that better, could have done this better, could have done that better. Next time the game comes around, now you start thinking positive things about the things you've already thought to yourself that you need to improve on. Now, some people listen to music, doing that, but you have to make a conscious effort to think. I spoke to a few groups and I said, what do you do to prepare for a game? I put music on. So I said, what do you do while you listen to the music? He said, nothing, just listen to the music. I said, well, you need to think about the game. You need to think positive thoughts. You could put a video or YouTube video, but that was a few years ago, wasn't it? You could put YouTube on, watch players playing, your favourite player, dribbling, tackling, shooting, scoring, and thinking about yourself while that's going on. Who plays FIFA 19? What are we up to? FIFA 19. What can the players do in that? Everything. So you could even play FIFA and think to yourself about how you're going to do that on the field. The key is you consciously making an effort to think about you on the field playing well. And then the moment you get here for your warm-up, that's when everything starts. Before that 30-minute kick time, I don't mind if you stand around, talk, chat, do whatever you want to do. You get together with each other, whatever it might be. 30 minutes before the kick-off time, you're focused and you start training towards the game. Positive thoughts, positive actions, feeling good about yourself. You know you've prepared well. You know you've worked hard the night before. You know you've ate well. You know you've slept well. You know you've drank well. You know you're technically good enough to do what you're being asked of you. You know you're in control of what effort you give. All those things you're going to bring to the game in 30 minutes' time. Because what can't you know what's going to happen as soon as the whistle blows?
Weather.
Wind.
Sun.
As soon as the whistle blows, you don't know what's going to happen. You may be asked to run 30 yards, full sprint. You may be asked to control the ball and pass the ball 50 yards. You may be asked to shoot a goal. You may have to make a tackle or a header. You don't know that. So you can't spend the first 5 minutes of the game warming up and focusing and preparing your mind. It has to be done during the day. Before warm-up, it intensifies. Your nerves go out the window, kick-off starts, you're on your way. Alright? Those are the things you can start practicing tomorrow. I think you've mentioned all that stuff. What things are in your control? Effort, energy, physically ready, what you eat, technically ready, support your teammates, belief in your future success. What things can't you control? We've mentioned all them. So you said everything that we need to say. Alright? Results are not always in athlete's control, but a number of factors or processes that impact results are. Good afternoon. Alright? So, what time do we have today? I'm going to watch the phone. 6:30. Good. So, we're going to, next year we'll carry on, because we're now at a stage where we can give you things to help you develop as a player on the psychological side as well as the other side of things. The word is conscious effort. You have to consciously do it. And as I said, some of you will, some of you won't. Because we've already stated in here, we can't control what our teammates do. Well, you owe it to each other. You're in this together for the next 8 weeks. So when you look to the side of you, and you look at your teammate, you need to know that they're going to do the same as you are. And they're going to give the same 100% effort. And they're going to be focused when you're focused. And they're going to want the same needs that you've got. And you're going to want the same outcomes that you've got. You demand that of each other now. You're getting old. Alright? Last little exercise to focus your minds.